An end to tanking, an experiment in judgment release and emotional movement. Unwanted tanking is the transference of emotions in order to unchange unfavorable emotions like fear to preferred emotion like hostility. Example, if you have a good day feeling good about yourself and the world and someone see that in you and decide you don't deserve that peace and they do, particularly if they are feeling bad about themselves. A person like this may create a situation to make you feel bad about the world and consequently about yourself. In the inner city this is called rousting. For a lot of women it is called harassment. On the playground it's called bullying. The intensity of unwanted tanking depends on the person doing the tanking and how deep they want to go into the subject of the tanking. Some people feel so entitled and so addicted to this process that they are even willing to kill to steal by swapping emotional energy and life energy. Okay, the experiment. Think of a time you felt rousted, harassed or bullied. What was the feeling that the exchange left you with? The judgment release part. I no longer choose to feel my abuse fear for them and I forgive myself for the judgment involved. Judgment release is the electrical part. The emotional part is the sound of the feeling you get from this rousted, harassed or bullied. It may be a harsh sound, it may be a whine sound. It's best not to use words or to make new judgment about the sound. This is the magnetic part that make up the electromagnetic engine that holds this unwanted pattern in place. It is my experience that if you do this that the payoff for the ones doing the tanking just will not be there. There may still be some discomfort in the situation at first, but with no payoff for the one doing the tanking will stop. The second part of putting an end to this pattern is to apply the same electromagnetic process inwardly. It is letting go of doing the same thing to oneself by tanking parts of oneself in favor of other parts of oneself. Example, so if you put the head over your heart or your heart over your unwanted emotions, by force oneself to do something part of you don't want to do, the judgment release would go like this. I no longer choose to rousting, harassment or bullying some parts of myself in favor of other parts of myself. I forgive myself for the judgments involved. Remember, judgment release is the electrical part, the emotional part is the same. The emotional part is the sound of the feeling you get from being rousted, harassed or bullied by oneself. It may be a harsh sound, it may be a whine sound. It's best not to use words or to make new judgment about the sound. It an intuitive sound one makes from internal feelings like yahoo or ah. In this case it might be the intuitive sound of anger, grief, fear. This is the magnetic part that make up the electromagnetic engine that holds this unwanted pattern in place. To freedom, wanted energetic abuse. To full human potential. Good luck and thanks for listening. GH.